Hi students, I'm Una.
And I'm Scott.
I'm a PTE teacher from the UK.
I'm also a PTE teacher from the UK.
And we've been helping students pass their exams for years.
And now we're excited to help you pass your exam too.
Welcome to the Swoosh English PTE podcast.
Let's get started.
Hello everyone, and welcome to another PTE podcast here at Swoosh English. My name is Una.
And I'm Scott.
And today we are looking at our top tips for write from dictation from the listening section of the PTE exam. So let's get straight into it.
Let's do it.
So what is your first top tip for today then, Scott?
My first top tip would be that you could obviously have a few tasks or a few prompts in this section which may elude you. And the things that people may find difficult are obviously the variety of different sentences they might have to listen to. You might obviously hear some specific academic vocabulary, even though it's one sentence. You want to ensure that you're still improving your academic vocabulary for this section, as well as just obviously your knowledge of English word types in general. You might hear a word type or a word root family word that you haven't heard before, and obviously it might throw you in terms of the word type as well. So study that. As well as that, make sure that you obviously listen to a variety of different speakers, whether it's obviously male or female, young or old, etc., because the different forms of, speed, tempo, intonation could throw you off very, very easily.
Yes, definitely.
And then, of course, finally as well, I think it's important also, not just obviously for different types of speakers, but different accents as well. Now, I'm not speaking the way I would normally speak in real life.
You are not.
I am definitely not. She even confirms that. I'm speaking a lot slower so that people can understand me.
Do I speak slower?
Probably a little bit as well. But of course, not everyone's going to speak in American or British English, for example, not from the US or Canada or England. You might hear a Scottish accent, God forbid if you manage to hear that, as well as a North Irish accent like us as well. So just listen to a different variety of accents, because there may be one that throws you, and just expose yourself to the way that native English speaking isn't just so uniform like it is in every language.
Of course, yeah. And it's really important as well to listen to a variety of speakers where the tone is different, I think, because, for example, I came across an example recently which you had just repeated yourself, and your tone was like very low. You have a lower tone when you speak naturally, whereas mine definitely does go up, down more. So I was feeling bad for the student, because I was like, oh, I feel like that is such a low tone. I understand why you didn't get that word.
Students don't feel bad
but
here.
The point is that they need to be prepared for all kinds of tones and speakers.
Yes.
So,
Precisely. Thanks for that little insult there. That was nice.
Not an insult, but just in general, obviously that tip applies to all of the PTE listening section really, but just for write from dictation, it is such a short sentence. You've such a short space of time to be able to get used to that accent.
You're going to hear 3 to 4 different speakers potentially.
Yes.
So it's important.
Yeah. Okay.
What do we think our second tip that we can discuss is today?
Well, I think you just included lots of tips there, but I think the second one maybe could be to do with the spelling. So make sure that your spelling is down for this task. You get 1 point for every correct word spelled correctly. So it's really important to focus on the spelling, take note of words, practice them every night. Depends on what kind of learner you are as well. I know whenever I was at school, if I was going to remember a word, how to spell it, I need to write it out a lot of times. I went through a lot of paper in school, okay?
So you're like a rote learner that way, yeah?
I went through so much paper. After my degree, I looked at all the paper in my room, and it was scary, actually. But anyway, decide yourself how it is that you really remember how to spell those words, and look at the different rules that come up a lot, which mean that people actually spell the word incorrectly.
Yeah, precisely. There's quite a lot in English. You probably know it's a notorious language for different spellings, different signs, despite the rules being there.
Yes.
But it exists. I guess the final tip I want to emphasize today would be that obviously in the first part of this task, you have to write down your words. So what you hear in that one time you will hear the sentence. You obviously have 2 choices on the day of the exam. Either you can take it down in a written format on the erasable notepad, or you can type it out in the box, the answer box on screen. Just probably ascertain whether you're going to use that notepad or the text box on screen on the day of the exam, and make sure you're comfortable with using that one. You don't want to switch it up. You want to do something that's obviously comfortable to you, and obviously you're more efficient at it as well. So just make sure that you decide that on the day.
Yeah, good tip there, Scott. Okay, so any final comments or thoughts?
That's it for our top tips for Write from Dictation for the PTE Listening Examination section. We hope that you found those useful today and you can use them going forward. And the best of luck with your PTE examination.
Good luck, guys. See you again soon. Bye.
Are you struggling with your PTE exam preparation? Are you unsure how to get that score of 65, 79, or even 90? Let us help you get there. Please go to pte.swooshenglish.com and enter discount code PTE10 in order to receive 10% discount on any course.